Nope.
Wow, that's gone.
Over. Oh, hit the wall. Yeah, you gotta.
Give me a second.
And then I'll leave it to you to. Whenever you're ready, we'll go live. Ready?
Ready, set. I'll update the scoreboard.
Hello and welcome to the Western Suburban Baseball League 12U AAA Championship game. My name is Ryan Zimmerman. Alongside me is Liam Crotty, and we apologize for the late start. Unfortunately, you've missed some action. The Devils Baseball Club of Chicago is facing off against the Geneva Vikings. The Devils are up 3-0 after a home run from Caden Aucoin.
Correction, it is 4-0 as they...
Excuse me, it was a grand slam, excuse me. We're so preoccupied with getting the stream running that we forgot how many men were on base. Right now, though, it's Max Judge taking outside.
We don't have the best of you, folks, but we are certainly going to try and work with what we got here.
Noah Hallahan, the Vikings pitcher, comes set, fires a strike on the inside half. 1 ball, 1 strike against Judge.
So far, Geneva not off to a good start there on the pitching mound, but you know what? It is the first inning. We got a line drive.
Judge rips one to center field. Coming in and making the catch is the center fielder. An excellent play out there from Mason Breach, one of our pregame interviewees. He's talking a big game when he came on the air just a few moments ago. You'll see that on demand. But he backed that up with an excellent catch out in center field.
He did indeed, and Max Judge there with a solid hit, though, and I gotta wonder, Max Judge, 99, I wonder who his favorite player is here in the entire...
Can't imagine there are too many guesses to choose from there. One of those guys that you may be thinking of is playing in a different game out in Denver tonight.
And I think he's kind of too tall to play the game, so to speak. But one out here, and... be a strike called here. Umpire check swing.
It's the 6-hole hitter Bobby Jensen in, another one of our pregame interviewees. It's 4-0 Devils leading the Vikings after the Caden Aucoin grand slam. Jensen takes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, they don't ask how it got over the wall. It hit the top of the fence out in straightaway center field, bounced over. But hey, when he talks about it with his friends, whenever they're hanging out, he's going to say it was a monster shot, and they can't prove him wrong.
No, they can't. They're 12-year-olds. I mean, I know they probably have cell phones, but no one recorded it, so you can lie.
That's not true. It's live on YouTube right now. Actually, you're right. We caught him. Actually, we caught him rounding the bases, so maybe not.
Yeah, our man Will here filming a good game so far. We'll see. We'll have to check the replay.
It's already offensive fireworks here in the early goings. The 1-2 from Hallahan right there, strike 3. Right there at the top of the zone after giving up that home run. Noah Hallahan has looked sharp, retiring the last 2 hitters he's faced via the flyout and the strikeout, respectively.
That's going to bring up Graham Marnell, number 12 here.
He starts his first AB by taking low. In a championship game like this, it's all about how you get that momentum. So far, the Devils have it. The top 4 hitters in their lineup all reached base, all scored on that home run. And it put the Vikings in an early hole. Hallahan comes set and delivers a coin, rips one right down the line in right, but out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Looks like the brother of a player here. Excellent retrieve there for the foul ball.
You know, maybe he should be suiting up for the Devils in a few years.
He probably will be.
The 2-1 bounces into home plate. 3 balls and 1 strike.
You did mention in your pregame notes that you emailed me is that Geneva had, 3 sets of brothers that have brothers that
correct.
Play.
The Breaches, the Barons, and the starting pitcher, the Hallahans.
And that'll be ball 4.
Just a bit low to Graham Marnell. He keeps the inning alive for Charlie Miller. 4-0 Devils. All 4 runs scoring the same way on the Caden Aucoin grand slam. But Noah Hallahan's rebounded a bit. His first try against Marnell well outside. Nice job behind the plate to keep Marnell at first.
Center field already having a heck of a day, having to try and rob a home run and then making a diving catch.
The 1-0. Just like the first, misses up high, back pick to first. Marnell back safely. Mason Breach, he's already got his calisthenics in today.
Yeah, he's a young kid, so he's not going to be. Yeah, but
he's quick too.
Very quick. I would agree.
I mean, he almost got that home run ball.
From our distance, he looks like he's one of the taller players on the team. So, looks like we got a 3-0 count now.
It's 3-0 to Miller. Devils looking to add on to their 4 runs they already have this inning. The 3-0. That's in there just to get me over strike from Hallahan. Hallahan takes his time, has his sign, now the 3-1. Big cut, and Miller comes up empty, so from 3-0 down, Hallahan works the count full. Marnell will be running with this next pitch. Hallahan comes set. The payoff pitch, upstairs, ball 4, throw down to second base, doesn't matter. It got away, though. Marnell takes off for third and gets there without a throw. So a needless error by the Geneva Vikings catcher gifts Marnell an extra 90 feet. Now runners stand on the corners for Braden Jurgensen.
Would that count? That would count as an error. Would that count as a stolen base for Graham Marnell?
I don't believe it would because he advances on the walk.
That's automatic.
That is an error because the catcher, for lack of a better word, erred to allow him to get to third. And correct. Now before the 1-0, Noah Hallahan will get the hook.
Already.
With runners on the corners, 2 outs, already 4 in this inning. The Vikings could take no chances in here this championship game. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the pitcher for you when we come back here on Sports Broadcast Solutions coverage of the 12U 3A WSBL championship game.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
Welcome back to the top of the first inning here in the 12U 3A championship game between the Devils Baseball Club and the Geneva Vikings. It's a new wing on the rubber for the Vikings. Before he throws a pitch, a quick check on Charlie Miller at first. The new arm, Bennett Conkey, taking Noah Hallahan's place after he went just 2/3 of an inning, allowed 4 runs, and is responsible for the 2 on base. A 1-0. Back pick to short. I think the throw just got away from the pitcher there.
I think so, too. Not going to lie, though, Conkey is a pretty cool last name.
I'm looking at the roster notes. The way they asked me to pronounce it, they said, like donkey.
Ooh,
Runner goes.
Shot to left field.
Gets down in center. 1 run scores. Miller holds up at second, an RBI knock for Braden Jurgensen. That keeps the inning alive. Now 5 in with just 2 outs gone by for the Devils.
I feel like we are only 2 more batters before we bat around here.
And in steps Grayson Alicia, lefty on lefty matchup. He has to wriggle out of the way of that fastball, 1-0. For those of you scoring at home, that single scored the runner, Graham Marnell. That goes against Hallahan as Alicia had to dodge another errant fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. It's 5-0 Devils leading the Vikings in the 12U AAA championship game, the 2-0. Change up there froze Alicia, 2 balls, 1 strike.
I do have a question though. I know it's 12U, and I feel like 12U, your pitching repertoire is very, very limited. You throw fastball, you might throw curveball.
Check swing into center field. That gets down ahead of Bleach. Miller holds up at third. Now Jurgensen caught off second base. Throw gets away. They're trying to go home. Miller breaks for the plate. The flip is in time. The Devils tried to sneak another run across, but the Vikings shored up their defense and kept the deficit at 5. However, the Devils struck for a quick 5 spot in that first inning. The Vikings have their work to do when we come back for the bottom of the first here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Welcome back to the 12U AAA championship game. The Devils are already out to a 5-run lead over the Geneva Vikings. As the bottom of the first set to get underway, Quinn Rooney starts things off on the mound as he almost hits the first batter.
Tate Barron.
Tate Barron.
Lead us off here for the Geneva Vikings.
It's funny, I'm looking on Game Changer right now. It says Tate B. I'm so used to it being the last name and the first initial.
It's so funny, though. It's the Game Changer will give you the first name and last initial, and then the actual WSBL will give you the opposite. Give you the first initial and last name, which I think is a better system.
I would agree.
2-0 count now.
Still a lot of baseball left to be played, though. Still 21 outs to work with.
Fouled off into the...
Vikings have some time to get things right. Two and one to Barron. Pitch on its way, bounces into home plate. Barron with an advantageous 3-1 count.
Geneva really needs to settle on. They need to reshift the momentum here. Wow, what a...
Barron hits a line drive out to center field. That gets down. A leadoff hit for Tate Barron, and perhaps the Vikings could respond to that 5 spot the Devils put up.
Well, like I just said, they need to find a way to get on base, and so far, that's a heck of a start. Now we've got lefty on the mound here, and lefties love to play the mind game with the first base runners. Called strikes there.
New pitcher Bennett Conkey takes a first pitch strike. So now we have lefties on the mound for both teams. It's actually a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup, although we didn't expect that coming in.
We did not. I know Geneva had a rough go in the top half of that first inning, but like I said, if I put a couple runs together and you can really, build some momentum here.
The 0-1, that's right there. Nothing in 2.
And you notice that with lefty pitchers, they short stride all the time.
Not just that, they can take a look at the runner on first base, and Tate Barron, he's taking a huge lead off first. He's on the move. Yeah. Hit and run was on. Conkey fouled off a tough 0-2 fastball.
I don't know. I know you got on with a base hit, but I don't know if I would go hit and run right now.
At this stage, yes, it's still early, but you got to start chipping away. That's how you make those comebacks. Another 0-2. Conkey hits this on the ground to short. Flip to second for 1. On to first, not in time. Score that a fielder's choice. And Conkey replaces Barron at first base.
Actually, a great double play chance right there in the middle infield. Just Conkey was definitely too fast there.
And a nice hard slide at second base took out any chance of a double play, too. So good base running as well. Runner on the move on the first pitch. Throw down to second will not come. A strike on the swing to the 3-hole hitter, but the Vikings have a runner in scoring position.
Yes, apologize, folks. We don't have the greatest angle of the batters here if they're right-handed.
The 0-1, another big cut. And no contact. A quick 0-2 hole to the 4-hitter. And Liam, you hit the nail right on the head. We can't quite see what number that is. They're so small on the Vikings jerseys that I can't quite make it out from my right field line vantage point. The 0-2 got him to chase. Catcher puts the tag on. Turns out that was Alex Abraham. So a strikeout and a putout for the catcher. Now 2 down. It's Caden DeCoyne who got up quickly and applied the tag.
It was a very good move there, caught it just off the hop there and got up and tagged him. Another right-handed batter, we don't know who it is.
It's Mason Breach for the Vikings. He takes a strike. He had to slide out of the way, but the home plate umpire thought otherwise. Rooney comes set the 0-1. Fastball away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Devils 5, Vikings nothing here in the bottom of the first. A grand slam and a single, the difference here in just the first frame. Big swing and a miss. Breach couldn't catch up to that fastball. Rooney looking as good as Conkey did in a limited amount of time on the bump. The 1-2 foul ball in around the hands.
Solid job, though. He is battling. I know Quinn Rooney's kind of building a little momentum,
And he's throwing hard, too.
He is throwing very hard.
And he's throwing with confidence.
Lefties aren't necessarily known to throw hard, but they are, the junk ball masters.
Excellent take behind in the count. Mason Breach levels it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But a single here. Conkey comes home. It's only a 5-1 game. That might swing the momentum back towards the Vikings. Pitch gets away.
Again for Conkey.
I think that pitch evaded the catcher, Caden DeCoyne. And Conkey got a free base. Now a wild pitch error.
There's nothing more
score
scary.
The runner.
I'm not gonna lie. There's kind of nothing more scary than a lefty that can bring the heat at any age.
Payoff pitch. Another foul ball. Breach and Rooney will do it again.
He's hanging in there. He's fighting, and he's got a great opportunity with Conkey leading off at third base there.
And Breach has gotten his work out in center field. Now he can back up his defense with a big hit here. Rooney ready. Another payoff pitch and another foul ball. Big battle here as now Rooney is set to throw his 20th pitch of the inning. Here we go once again. Ball gets away. That's a walk. Conkey breaks for the plate. Rooney can't cover the bag in time, so a wild pitch scores Bennett Conkey. Mason Breach reaches on the walk. Unfortunately, no RBI for him, but the Vikings do have their first run. It's 5-1.
hey, you got to find a way to get on base and you got to find a way to score. And
what did I tell you? An error or a wild pitch could bring home the Vikings' first run, and that it did. Inning extends for Nelson Wendell. Runner goes on the first pitch. It's a fastball up high. Throw down to second. Not in time. Mason Brees shows off the wheels he had in center field with a stolen base, the first for the Vikings today.
I'm not going to lie. I thought if the throw was low, maybe had a chance there, but he ended up throwing it too high there. I felt like his pop-up time out of his stance was actually very good for at least a 12-year-old.
He was fundamentally sound. It was just a combination of the throw being slightly off and Mason Breach just being really fast. You know, that speed could come into play. A single into the outfield, we might see him go for the plate. Might not see it this batter, though, as Wendell is in front, 3 balls and no strikes.
The ump is using his phone as a clicker. I did not know they do that.
Runner goes, pitch in there for a strike, throw to third, not in time. Mason Breach has 2 stolen bases this at bat.
Really? I thought that would have been ball 4. Oh, he called strike. I stand corrected, folks.
So it's 3-1 to Wendell with a runner on third. The pitch on its way. Wendell was looking for the fences but came up with nothing but air. Rooney battles from 3-0 to a full count. Big pitch upcoming for the left-hander. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Vikings score 1. But Rooney strands a runner on third. That could be huge. We're through 1. Devils lead 5-1 here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Stolen. O'Connor and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot and a goal. So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at
Top of the second here at the Western Suburban Baseball League 12U Championship game. It's the pitcher Quinn Rooney getting us going to start the top of the second. He starts by taking a strike. You know, normally you don't see the pitcher bat last in the order at the youth league level. In fact, quite the opposite. He started the last inning off too.
He did indeed, but he's got a tough go so far.
The 0-2 to him. Change up just outside. Conkey had him frozen, but the umpire had other ideas. Instead, Conkey goes right back to work. He's on the rubber again. The 1-2. It hits Rooney on the helmet, but he's given a hard 90.
Walk that one off, champ.
He wasn't walking. He was sprinting down to first. Leadoff man on for the second consecutive inning for the Devils. That sends Owen Sunderson up. Devils look to add to their 5-1 lead. Conkey takes a look to first, now throws over a nice pickoff move. But Rooney got a hand in.
You do. I mean, that's the tricky thing with left-handers.
Here's the thing. The runner on first is a left-handed pitcher. You have to know that's coming. Now he goes. Hit and run.
Wow.
Fly ball to the straightaway center field. Breach towards the track. It makes the catch. Rooney has to sprint all the way back to first. Score that a long fly out. And a gratuitous first for Bennett Conkey. That ball almost got out of here.
I thought it was going to be another home run, but hey, Breach sprinted back there, got behind the ball, and kept Rooney at first base.
1 on, 1 out for the Devils. A throw over before 3-hole hitter Cam Lynn takes his second at-bat. He reached and scored on the Caden Aucoin grand slam back an inning ago. First pitch to him inside. Catcher fakes the back pick over to first. 5-1 Devils Baseball Club leading the Geneva Vikings. Rooney on the move again. Pitch misses upstairs. Throw to second base. Just late. Rooney slides in with a stolen base. Now the Devils have another runner in scoring position.
Not a bad throw, actually, there by the catcher. He just took so long on his pop-up time.
Grounder to short, backhand stop. Throw to first just in time.
I think we have a disagreement here. I think the base umpire had time called, but I don't think anyone else knew, so they just pitched on.
Regardless of what happened, Nelson Wendell made an excellent play at short.
He did. So I don't know the rules necessarily, if they just replay the batter or they're going to have to go.
Oh, the third base coach is saying 2 outs. That was the second out.
That
so
would become the second out if this call stands.
And it should.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to.
Both teams played on. Looks like both teams have moved on, too. So the call confirmed. It's a ground out. Hold on. Bennett Conkey just shrugged his shoulders on the mound. I think he's frustrated with something. The umpire raises his hands.
I don't know what the.
They're calling time. Cam Lynn is not out. They're calling no pitch. And Lynn gets back into the batter's box. We still have a 2-1 count. And just 1 out. Conkey has to reset on the mound. He made a nice pitch, but now he's got to do it again. Check to second, pitch on its way. Another grounder towards the left side. This one gets through into left field. Rooney around third. He heads for home and scores. After an overthrow, Lynn got to second base, tripped over the bag. Now he goes for 3. The throw there goes over the third baseman's head, but the shortstop backs it up. So a single and a 2-base error scores a run. 6-1 Vikings with just 1 away in the second. So what would have been 2 outs and a runner on second turns into disaster for the Vikings.
That was not the way they would like that to go. I understand why they were arguing because of a. Well, I wasn't sure. I thought the base umpire called time, but then everyone else played on. The base umpire was not loud enough to halt the game, and that ended up being costly for the Geneva Vikings.
Caden Aucoin rips at the first pitch. It eats up the second baseman. He lost the ball and couldn't find it until Aucoin was safe on first base. We'll see how that gets scored. Of course, both teams are using different game-changer accounts, so it might vary based on who you ask. But in the Devils dugout, that's a base hit for Aucoin and an RBI, 7-1 Devils.
If I had to make the case, that is an error on the second baseman.
So runner on first. Conkey keeps a close eye on him with a nice pickoff move. 1 down for Max Judge. Conkey comes set, slide steps the first pitch, and it's right on the spot. (0-1) to the 5-hole hitter. As the big dog, Caden Aucoin, waits on first base. He goes with the pitch, misses in the dirt, No throw. A coin has himself a stolen base. That's the 5th of the game for the Devils.
Yeah, they've been running the bases really well so far. As like you mentioned there, that's their 5th stolen base so far. But they've been getting on base so far all game long. It'll be a
long frame from the catcher. It does get the call. 1-2 against Judge. Pitch on its way. Just missed. Looked like Judge thought it was strike 3, but
I guess not.
He gets second life. Caden Aucoin waits off third, takes a big lead. Pitch on its way. This one misses comfortably. 3 balls and 2 strikes to number 99. Conkey really needs to settle down. Not going to do it on that pitch, though, as he spikes a fastball. Runners now stand on second and first.
That's, I believe, the 3rd walk or 4th if you include the hit by pitches. So Geneva pitching struggling so far.
Aucoin runs on the first pitch. Throw to third, not in time. Judge takes second on the throw. So the double steal works to perfection. The Devils just continue to cause havoc on the base paths. Bennett Conkey needs to find his out pitch fast. He's been pitching well.
He has.
But at times his defense just let him down.
That is unfortunate unless you're, Mason Bresch in center field. But yeah, I would say he's pitching well, but also Hinsdale's hitting the heck out of the ball right now.
Conkey had his good stuff working on that toss. Marnell could only watch as that pitch was called a strike.
Conkey's got such a 3/4 stance. That should be strike 3, and it will be. Swinging a miss.
Conkey got him to chase the high fastball, and an important second out. Stops the bleeding a bit for Geneva. So 2 away for Charlie Miller.
No, it's Marnell.
Oh, excuse me. That was Graham Marnell. It was 1-2. Pitch on its way. That one is called strike 3. Excuse me. I think I just got the batters wrong. Bobby Jensen struck out. It's 0-1 against Marnell. I do apologize to those watching the game here on YouTube. The 0-1. Marnell flies it to center. Breach charges in on it, dives, and makes the grab. Another athletic play by the center fielder, Breach, saves a couple runs. However, the Devils see themselves up 6 through an inning and a half. Vikings look to respond when we come back on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
Bottom of the second inning here at the WSBL 12U 3A championship game, and a quick first out as Luke Ignafo bounces out. Quick first out for the Devils as Quinn Rooney continues to roll through this Vikings lineup. First pitch on its way, a big cut and a miss for Nolan Fink. Just 2 pitches this inning, and Rooney continues to dominate. This one high and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I am back here, folks. I had to run and go get a phone charger, but
hey, we take that.
We take that. We needed it for Flexi Score, and
we need it for a lot of things.
They do. And Ryan subbed in very nicely.
I mean, I'm trying to do this as a career, so I wouldn't expect anything else from myself. 1 and 2. Luke Ignafo in a hole. Rooney sets pitch on its way. Line drive to second. It gets by into right field. I've been looking at the Devils' game changer this entire game. That'll go down for them as a base hit. 1 on, 1 out for the Vikings. Rooney has to go back to the stretch against Noah Hanahan. Started this game on the mound, but was removed after just 2/3 of an inning. Gave up that home run to Caden Acoin with none out, and that's just set the tone. The Devils have just put on an offensive masterclass thus far. Fink takes off for second, but a check swing sends him right back to first as Hanahan made contact.
Caden absolutely crushed that ball. Although Mason Bresch made a great attempt at it, it was just ultimately too short. And then
in the end, it's still a good bid.
It was still a great bid, and then just actually, he crushed that ball, but that thing barely went out in retrospect.
Another check swing finds aluminum. 2 strikes to Hanahan. And behind the plate, Acoin's played a good game too.
I would absolutely agree as well. He is catching tonight.
Fink on the move again. Strike 3 on the swing. Throw down to second. Not in time. Fink has a stolen base, but there is an out attached to it. So 2 down. Runner in scoring position. Vikings have a shot to bring home their second run. Cut the lead down to 5. Ben Peterson digs in his first AB. One 1-0 against him is now. We'll have a meeting on the mound. Charlie Rooney's been pitching a good game. I think it's just a quick chat to talk strategy here.
If that's the strategy, what do you talk about? By the way, it's Quinn Rooney.
Excuse me, you're right. Yes, Quinn Rooney.
But, you're up 6 runs. It's only the second inning, but what do you tell him?
Just, hey, don't overthrow?
I would agree, because, when he just settles down, relaxes, and just throws the ball, he's almost unhittable, but, it's going to be a good offensive fireworks show we got here.
It's already been. Already 8 runs split between these 2 teams, and we've had a home run.
We have, and almost had 2 more.
We almost had a Little League home run, too. The 1-2. Misses inside. Acoin made a nice scoop to hold Fink to second.
2-2 with 2 out, runner on second. Your classic 2-2.
Oh, almost a balk there. I think Rooney lost control of the baseball momentarily.
Did you
Don't think he made a move to home, though, so the umpire will let that slide.
But did you see his previous move?
He got Peterson to swing and miss, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
His previous move, he was like looking at the second.
He was doing that in his windup.
He was and look until he was almost front foot was on the ground.
Might do it again here. He won't with 2 strikes. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Doesn't matter, though. Fink did hustle into third base, so give him A for effort. But the Vikings go down without cutting into the lead. 7-1 through 2 innings here at the 12U WSBL championship game here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
Our grandmothers, they always tell us, you have to get up before the sunrise. You have to run. You run east, you greet the sun, and say a prayer. I'm from Navajo Nation and the Tohono Nation. Running, it's sacred for us. I'm out here doing this, representing my family, my kids. They're one of the reasons why I'm out running. I want to be here longer for them, to let them know you can do anything.
Top 3 at Village Green Field. It's Devils Baseball Club 7, Geneva Vikings 1. Ryan Zimmerman here with Liam Crotty as the Devils look to pour it on as we enter the middle innings. A new arm on the mound for the Vikings. It's Justin Katz. Starts off by facing Charlie Miller. Can't find the zone with his first offering. At this point for the Vikings, it's all about damage control. Just play smart defense, keep the Devils where they are so you can trust your bats going into the bottom of these innings.
Pretty much. You just gotta really tighten up here because right now the Devils are fairly unstoppable on offense right now. You just gotta, find a way to, limit damage. That does help right there with a nice big swing and a miss there, but really can't rely on that. You really have to just settle down on defense and just make heads-up plays.
Katz gets Miller to chase the 1-2 fastball, so 1 batter, 1 strikeout for the new reliever, 1 down for the Devils.
And I think that's a start to what Geneva needs right now because that first inning, they got the wind knocked out of them big time as Hinsdale batted their entire lineup. And Geneva could barely muster a run, but nonetheless, though, Hinsdale's getting very, they're getting antsy up there at the plate. They really just want to start swinging at everything. But
Liam, let me get your take on this, though.
Okay.
If you do not have a batter bat twice in one inning, is that called batting around?
All right, reword that again. So
the Devils had their entire lineup bat, but would you consider that batting around?
No, because the leadoff hitter did not bat again in the first inning.
Okay, you are a sane human being. I feel like there needs to be I feel like there needs to be a second term. There's batting around and maybe batting through.
Through would be a better, everyone batted.
Fly ball right field.
Good play.
Easy play out there. Noah Hallahan makes the catch, 2 down.
And that's the first time they've had the first two batters go down, so...
First time the leadoff man's been out, too. The Devils got their leadoff batter on the first
Both
2 innings. That came to an end.
I believe Rooney scored twice, correct?
Rooney did, yes.
I do. I think before I had to make a iPhone charger hiatus, it was keeping the book as well, and I believe Rooney has scored twice. But
Rooney and Sunderson. 0-1 to Alicia. That's upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. But you know what? Give these Vikings a lot of credit. After that big first inning, it looks like they found their footing.
They really are. They have to buckle down, and it is, it's a 7-inning game, and the way it could have gone, they could have been on pace for a 5-inning game. But you know what? They're going to play all 7 if they just continue to buckle down and make 1 out at a time and not make costly mistakes.
And above all else, just throw strikes.
That's true. Which they were doing the first 2 batters here in this inning. Not just throwing strikes, he was bringing some heat there.
And Katz's a live arm from the pen. It's 2-1, though, to Alicia. Got him to reach on that changeup, and he hits it back into the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 more strike here, and it would be a 3-up, 3-down inning, and it's just a little spark that they need. And then now they just have to answer on offense with the power of the bats.
Pitch on its way, and Katz uses his fastball to good effect. 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts. And Katz holds the Vikings right where they are. 7-1 through 2.5. Vikings come back to bat when we come back.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor.
This is your child's sporting event, just
Plus, we
things,
do pregame
but you don't have to worry about that.
Bottom of the 3rd here at the 12U AAA Championship game. The Vikings need to start making some headway now. Quinn Rooney's been dealing, but it's up at the top of the order to get it back going.
It does not help their case looking at a nice meatball right down the middle there.
Rooney gets a dribbler down the 3rd baseline, but out of play. Aaron Mason Cup, the first batter for Geneva in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a 7-1 game. Devils leading on the strength of a 5-run first and a 2-run second. Pitch on its way. Mason Cup chased a high fastball. A bit of a sword moment there. 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, definitely don't chop at it. It's not a sword. We kept saying, they had a great defensive inning last inning, and you have to answer with the bats, and not off to the best start there.
Certainly doesn't help when the opposing pitcher is on his A game. Dylan Anderson in for Geneva. Rooney manufactures another swing and a miss. 0-2 to another Geneva hitter. Rooney comes set, pitch on its way. Anderson takes. That's probably the biggest key to good pitching, and Rooney has been executing this every single time, just getting strike one.
Yeah, get ahead, and then, if you stay in the, if you're kind of in the middle, 2-1, you're 2-2s, then you really want to get ahead there. But so far he hasn't. I know he's a 3-1 here, but he hasn't really dug himself. Stand corrected there. Besides this walk, he really hasn't dug himself a hole being behind in the count.
Well, clearly not, because he got to first base with the walk. Gives the Vikings a base runner. We'll see if Anderson takes off here. The Vikings have had a lot of traction on the bases thus far. Rooney slide steps to start this AB as Justin Katz takes a strike. Came on and threw some BBs in the top of the third. Now he has a chance to help himself out.
Right you are there.
Ooh. He slid out of the way, but the umpire still rules a strike. 0-2 against the pitcher. We see this a lot in Little League. It's not the time where pitchers are specializing as pitchers, hitters are specializing as hitters, as Katz comes up empty and strikes out. Or excuse me, it's 1-2. Thought initially that was a strike call, but I stand corrected. But at this stage, the pitchers are the best athletes on the team. They're usually the best at everything.
They are. I mean, like I said earlier, your pitching repertoire is no bigger than a fastball, and every now and then you throw a curveball because you don't want to develop elbow problems when you're 12.
I don't think you're allowed to throw curveballs
you might
just
not
yet.
I know every league of all that has their different rules like that. I know when I played, that was a rule. I think, at 12 years old, you should not be throwing curveballs.
I think, though, it doesn't really matter because at every level of baseball, the most effective pitch is the high inside fastball.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you can master that, you're good at least against this competition.
And they learn, too, that, you can throw a fastball, and you can throw a fastball excessively hard, but if it's no movement, then what difference does it make?
Or if you have no control.
And if you have no control, Rick Vaughn.
Hey, he figured it out by the end of the movie.
He did. But,
lineup card turns over. It looks like the umpire is halting play. The entirety of the Vikings club is outside the dugout. They're just...
Had to be something with the coach there. I could not...
I'm not entirely sure what that was, but certainly he saw something he didn't like out of the Vikings. Slide step and a slide out of the way.
They are. I mean, they look like they're up. They're toward the plate there in the box, and they're backing out. So either they're going to have to kind of have some guts here and just stay in the box here, or start off a little bit off the plate there, because the strike zone is not necessarily the tightest in a 12U game. It's it's a little bit wider than the plate.
Line drive right towards us. Fortunately, missed all the equipment.
I was not ready for that one, folks. I was scared.
Remember when at Wrigley Field the Cubs bullpen and the opposing bullpen were just out on the lines? You'd see some guys in the bullpen. Hold on just a second, a swing and a miss, and Barron goes flying to the ground. We'll continue that thought when we come back. Top of the fourth coming up. Vikings looking to add to their 7-1 lead.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college...
We're through 3 here at the WSBL 12U AAA Championship game. It's Devils 7, Vikings 1. Justin Katz back to the mound as he had an excellent first inning of work. He's facing his opposite number in Quinn Rooney, and he chops the first pitch back to the screen.
Well, Rooney is 1 for 1 here with a walk and a single and 2 runs scored, so he's off to a hot start here, but what are the odds he continues that streak?
2 pitches, 2 fouls. Rooney behind in the count. Might be a little bit premature to start talking about the mercy rule, but we're getting towards the middle innings where it could take effect. I believe at this level it's 10 runs by the 5th inning.
Correct.
And we have ourselves a final. 1-2, Rooney works the count back to even. Katz working carefully around the star of the game so far. One of the 2 stars of the game so far, Quinn Rooney. Pitch on its way. Rooney chases the changeup. Katz picks up right where he left off. He's got 3 strikeouts through 4 batters.
Yeah, he's actually, maybe they're thinking maybe he should have started the game, but maybe he also...
Obviously, hindsight is 20/20.
Hindsight is 20/20 there, folks.
Katz goes right back to work. Gets a strike in on Owen Sunderson. Katz, he just looks like a big leaguer out there. He's got great composure, short wind-up, it's compact, no wasted motion, and he is going right after these hitters too.
I love it. That's what you need to do when you're that age. Like, you don't need
the stabilizer.
The stabilizer. Just bring the heat.
That's exactly what he's doing. 2 of his 3 strikeouts have been on fastballs.
Make it a third.
Make it 4 out of 5. Or sorry, 3 out of 4. No, 4 out of 5. 4 strikeouts across 5 batters. Cam Lynn stands in to hopefully get something off Katz. He's yet to allow a hit, yet to allow a walk. He's perfect through 5 batters. Perfect placement on a fastball there. It's just more of the same. And to think, what if, you mentioned this, obviously hindsight's 20/20, what if Katz had started?
If Katz had started, this is maybe a 1-0 or 2-1 game, and I know he's pitching exceptional right now, but again, hindsight is 20/20.
That might be something that the Vikings talk about during their post-game huddle. He's been one of the few bright spots on this team today. Mason Breach has had a couple nice plays in center. He got the team's only run. Justin Katz is bringing the smoke. Team has worked a couple walks, and they've had a couple steals, so there are quite a few positives to take out of it. 2-1 misses up high. If you wipe out that first inning, Vikings are right in it.
They are, and obviously they would love to erase that first inning in their mind, but they know they gotta put the shovel down and don't dig yourselves too much of a hole.
I'm sure their coaching staff just said to them after that first inning, just treat it like it's nothing, and they really just have. There's a looping liner to right field. That gets down for a knock. An inside-out swing merits a base hit for Cam Lynn, and now Caden Aucoin, who, according to the Devils game changer, maybe not the case for the Vikings game changer, he's got 5 RBIs and 2 ABs.
That's impressive. There are MLB players who don't really get that opportunity a whole lot in retrospect.
Now that's why you bat your best hitters in the middle of the order. Put them on with runners in scoring position. Lynn takes off, pitches a strike, throw to second, gets into center field, but Breach backed that up well, and Lynn is held to second. No error for the catcher. To that point, though, Aucoin has batted 2 times with 3 runners in scoring position, and he scored all 3. Now in his third at-bat, took a pitch, but now he has another runner in scoring position. And he wants that home run, too. He took a big lumberjack hack.
He did indeed, and at that point, you don't need, you're facing a better pitcher this time around. You just need to put the ball in play.
At 7-1, I don't think that's what these Devils hitters are thinking about, although I do agree with you. I think these guys just want to get off their ace swings and try to end this one early. And I don't blame them. They've done the hard work. They've gotten themselves up 7-1. But, of course, baseball has no clock. You go through that old adage. You have to get all 27 outs. But, a strikeout's just as good as any other out. Might as well
and I think
get off your big swings.
And a nice pitch there.
Won't matter though. Aucoin strikes out looking, and Justin Katz is through 2 innings and is not allowed to run. We'll see if his teammates can back him up, though. They're still down 7-1.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
(7-1) the score. Devils lead the Vikings as the Devils make their first pitching change. Charlie Miller takes Quinn Rooney's place. He'll take over to face Bennett Conkey. Pops up the first pitch towards the Vikings dugout, gets out of play. Rooney put in a solid shift on the mound. 3 innings, allowed just the 1 run. And he did what he had to do. Pitching with a lead, he came out through strikes, kept the Vikings from gaining any momentum.
Indeed, he only gave up 1 run, and it was in that first inning, and then he just
Conkey flies
down.
One to straightaway right, but right at Marnell. May have lost it a bit in the lights, but recovered in enough time, so no harm, no foul. 1 down. We talked a lot about defense winning games at this level, and it seems like the Vikings have just been making play after play. And as I say that, a ball goes right between Grayson Alicia's legs at first base. The announcer's jinx is live and well here in Glen Ellen.
Oh my goodness, that is a famous ground ball that we all know, but thank God it's only the 4th inning for this kid.
And thank God they're up 6 runs. And that this isn't the 86 World Series. Miller has to work from the stretch for the first time and produces a big swing and a miss. Alex Abraham stands on first. Mason Breach, the batter. Slide step and a fastball outside. 1-1 to one of our pregame interviewees, and I think he gave a pretty good interview.
No, I missed that. No, I
think you were coming for. No, I think you were still at the other field for that interview.
I had to.
So I guess you'll have to take my word for it. Breach shows off some flexibility there. He crouched down to avoid that fastball.
He did indeed, and I've seen that a lot today, though. Tonight with these two batters, that they're either they're too close to the plate and that runner took off.
Abraham got a great jump, but it might all be for naught. Fly ball right field. Marnell retreats and gloves it. Throw to first base is well late. First base coach had to get out of the way as Alicia backed that up.
It was a heck of a play, though, by the first base coach. Way to use
How about the first baseman, too? That ball took a wicked hop. That's not really a ball you normally throw, but if you're up 7-1, you have some room for error, but it's 2 away. 7-1, Devils lead the Vikings. Miller to the stretch once again, gets a foul tip out of Nelson Wendell.
They are starting to get very antsy up there at the plate. They are starting to swing at first pitch quite often because Quinn Rooney's day is done and looks like he's playing center field, I think.
Yeah, that's Rooney out in center, all right. You know, if your pitcher's not pitching, where do you put him?
In the outfield.
Pitch high, throw to second, skips in. Stolen base for Abraham. He finally gets that one. Runner in scoring position for Wendell with 2 outs. Now they got the new arm in the game. Might as well get your big swings off.
You might as well. You're down 6, and it's the 4th inning. You'll have 3 more chances.
You tried there, but Miller's got a live arm. He just pumped some gas.
It's hard to see that as a 12-year-old. And they're only pitching for, what's there, 48 feet?
I believe it is 48 feet. He's placing it well, too. That pitch was right there, just didn't get the benefit of the call. 2-2. That would have been an inning ender had it been on target.
He's got a great opportunity here. He's got his runner on second, and they haven't had any momentum with the bats since that first inning.
And they're not getting the benefit of the call. Charlie Miller has put some really good chase pitches up to Wendell, but he's just not taking the bait.
This is going to be fastball. I'm going to throw it as hard as I possibly can here.
The payoff pitch. Maybe Miller took something off it and had Wendell off balance. All he could do was tip it foul.
Hey, you're fighting for another day. You're fighting for another pitch here. It's about all you can do.
Now ahead of this next payoff pitch, the manager's coming out to the head coach is coming out to the mound. Just making sure the strategy's right. Caden Aucoin joins him too. I think it's just a plan of attack. First base is open. Obviously, with a 7-1 lead, you want to go right at this hitter here. But even if you throw wide, you're still up 6. You still can just pitch your game.
I just wonder what they would talk about. It's just kind of settle them down for a half a second and just, hey, they may not give you the benefit of the doubt, but, dude, just keep throwing. Keep bringing the heat. I expect that to be this pitch.
Here it comes.
Fouled away.
Got a foul ball out of Wendell.
Wendell is not going to go down without a fight here, as obvious with his second foul tip in a row.
Wendell looks mature beyond his years at the plate. He's putting together quite an impressive at-bat. Alex Abraham takes a conservative lead off second, but Miller steps off to look him back. He'll go over the signs once again with Aucoin.
So far, we are an hour, 9 minutes into this game.
The next 3-2. Big swing and a miss. Wendell chased the fastball up high. and Charlie Miller gets out of the inning unscathed. It's still 7-1. 3 innings left to play here at the WSBL AAA 12U Championship game.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Stolen. O'Connor and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this.
Top of the 5th here at Village Green Field. 7-1, Devils lead the Vikings as Justin Katz back to work. Gets a slow roller to first base. Dies on the grass. First baseman Ben Peterson applies the tag on Max Judge. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Another great start there, as you would expect the pitcher here to throw at least another inning. I don't know if there's a rule they can only pitch 3 innings or so.
I don't think it's an inning limit. I think it's a pitch limit. But Justin Katz has been economical.
He has been, and what also helps is if he can just keep the ball on the ground. I know they hit the ball hard, by all means, but the reason why is look at the infield grass. It's high. That ball is going to die in the grass. So
that almost turned into an infield hit as a result.
Exactly, and I had this with my previous game. I'm like, why are, if the grass were lower, and this is still a beautiful ballpark here.
Grass is just a little high. It's just a ballpark quirk.
Pretty much.
2-strike pitch. Bobby Jensen takes the bait. Another strikeout for Justin Katz. That's right? His, I believe, his 5th.
5th or 6th.
Katz gets to work against Graham Marnell. And Marnell had to duck out of the way. One 1-0 to the now right fielder Marnell. Takes a big swing and fouls it away. Ever since the Devils put up those 7 runs in the first 2 innings, just 1 hit since. That's how good Justin Katz has been.
He's been absolutely phenomenal, and who knows if it just feels like...
Heads up, this ball's coming right at us. Duck. Right along the fence. I had to
for that one, folks.
Suspend my commentary for just a second to make sure I didn't get hit by the live baseball.
I had to make sure our cameraman here will... Yeah, our
cameraman.
A nice view of the sky and the pole here. We had this happen
chiming in with a little POV type stuff.
We had this happen in our last game plenty of times. Couple foul balls come right toward us. We were messing with Mark Carmen, like, oh, Mark didn't give us a heads up. That's nice. But Mark's a good dude.
Mark's awesome. He actually got me started on my sports broadcasting path. So, yeah, Mark, if you're watching, thank you. I don't know if you remember me, but thank you.
But Joe was messing with Mark. Let me clarify that I wasn't.
Joe and Mark, I believe, are friends from WGN.
They are. Sense. That is correct.
By the way, before I go any further, just a quick shout out to our cameraman, Will Murphy.
Will's doing a heck of a job.
He is alive. He did not get hit by that foul ball.
He is indeed.
I know that got a chuckle out of you. 2-2 That's right there. Katz freezes and then stares down Martinell. A half McGregor strut down to the dugout. 3 shutout innings from the young right-hander. Still 7-1, though, as Vikings have some catching up to do with just 2.5 innings left to play in the 12U 3A championship game.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
7-1 Devils leading the Vikings here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Charlie Miller back to work as he gets a pop-up out of play out of Luke Ignafo.
Bottom of the 5th here, Geneva's really got to rally around the bats. We know Justin Katz is dealing on the mound, but he's not going to be able to pitch much longer due to the pitch count rule. And
he gets a hard grounder to second. Easy pick. Toss to first. 1 down. You talk about the pitch count. Miller just got an out in 2 pitches, so certainly will help. Don't know how long the Devils want to go with him with those pitch counts in mind. The team's been playing pretty much all summer long. He's pitched multiple times. You just want to save his arm.
And I wonder, and maybe you know too, because I know the couple games I had, those teams had maybe 1 or 2 tournaments, maybe 1 tournament left, or this was the last tournament. Because I know we're going to be going into August and stuff, and I don't know how many of these kids play fall ball and so forth.
I mean, you would think at this age, and you would hope at this age, that they're playing other sports during the fall.
I would hope so, too, and it doesn't matter. Soccer, football.
There are so many
baseball.
transferable skills from sport to sport. One of the great ones that I think about, just because it's so relevant, Cole Beasley played high school basketball.
Oh, and here's another thing. So, to go off topic here, folks, football coaches, especially offensive line coaches, will look for wrestlers, but you know what they're starting to do now? They're looking at basketball players. Why? Quickness in your feet. They're going to see how really agile you are, with your footwork. Not that wrestling and basketball can very well correlate for an offensive lineman.
You got to be light on your feet. You have to think quickly.
And you have to be able to play with, your leverage.
Yeah, center of gravity is so huge in both sports. Just goes to show you.
And then to go into baseball, transferable skills are like weightlifting. What's part of why pitchers can throw the ball so hard?
3-2, almost hit Nolan Fink. Instead, he'll get a free trip to first base with a leadoff walk.
And it's because their legs are so big, like they're tree trunk legs, so that's where they get their push off the rubber. And so, yeah, a lot of it, Justin Fields, new Chicago Bears quarterback, could have entered the MLB draft out of high school.
He was a shortstop, though. He wasn't a pitcher.
Even then.
Fink takes off. A coin opts not to throw, so a stolen base for Nolan Fink, but a 0-1 count at the plate. But your point proven. Justin Fields was so good at both sports. Grounder up the middle. Lynn to first, 2 down. It's 2 hard hit balls to second. All Lynn could do is play the hop and get in front of it, and it worked both times. However, Nolan Fink up to third.
And now Geneva really has a chance here. They need a ball to the outfield right here because they've been putting the ball on the ground too many times here in the infield.
Ben Peterson has the RBI chance. The one Vikings run came on a wild pitch. Goes to show you the extent of their offense thus far. Miller's delivery almost connects with Peterson. Miller's been around the zone for the most part, but just a couple times he just lost the handle on that fastball.
He doesn't have to do anything crazy. He just has to just continue to do what he does.
We're past the point of having to pitch with finesse against these hitters. You're up 7-1. You can just go out and throw strikes.
Down. Just get out there and just bring the old number 1.
Miller's 2-1. He actually took something off that, and he got a long foul ball just in the wrong direction. From 2-0 down, he's back where he wants to be, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Had a little flexi issue there. My phone said 3 balls, but it was indeed really 2.
Well, now it's 3.
And now it's 3. So
I'm just going off game changer here. And I trust that more than I trust my own eyesight.
And it is. I have fixed it. Full count now here.
Miller comes set and deals that. Hit him on the head. The net result is the same, but that'll fire up the Geneva dugout. Peterson didn't even flinch.
No, he didn't. I mean, it was a curveball that never curved in retrospect.
Nolan Fink stands on third. Peterson on first for Aaron Mason Cup. The Devils align their defense ahead of this 2-out AB. Going with 4-1-4.
We're going to find out what that actually means. It's probably a...
They're playing corners in, I think.
And middle infielder. One of them's going to have to cut off a...
Peterson on the move. Pitch misses low. Throw down to second. Cut off. Cam Lynn sprung from second base to prevent the delayed steal. An excellent play from the second baseman. He's been busy in this inning, but that was perhaps his finest moment.
He did. He had a ground ball earlier that could have gone our way, but he composed himself and was still able to make the throw to first base.
1-0 misses outside, 2-0. So runners now stand in scoring position, and this is a big at-bat. If Mason Cup gets a base hit and scores both, maybe you start to think the Vikings have some momentum with still 7 outs to work with.
And they really need it. And like I said, they need a ball to the outfield here. They can't afford to put it on the ground.
Well, before they can put bat on ball, they have to see a strike. Mason Cup ahead 3-0. Miller pitched well through the first inning and 2/3. Maybe fatigue starting to set in as he works longer into this contest.
And we have a little fireworks show here we can hear in the background.
3-0, that's inside, ball 4. 2 walks and a hit by pitch have the bases loaded. And it's up to Dylan Anderson to do something with it. If he gets a base hit here, maybe you think the Vikings are right back in it.
And we've got an illegal fireworks show going off here. Ooh.
Miller brought the heat with that pitch. Those last 2 walks and the hit by pitch certainly haven't affected him. But yeah, what's more American than a fireworks show at a baseball game? Even if it is during the game. Here's a high fly ball, right center field, and it's over Marnell. 2 runs are in. They're sending the third. Mason Cup hesitated for a second, but the bobble allows him to score.
Double.
He's tripped into home plate. It's a bases clearing double for Dylan Anderson. And just like that, it's 7-4 Devils. The Vikings are back in the game.
Vindicated. What did I say? For two batters, you have to put the ball in the outfield.
You called it, Liam.
I did. Maybe not quite like that. Unfortunately, a mistake the right fielder made, but guess what? They are still up 3, and he still has a great chance to redeem himself next inning, but wow, Geneva needed that big time.
Miller has to stay in the stretch against Justin Katz. Comes up empty after a big swing. And now Katz can really help himself out here, even if he isn't pitching this next inning. Might as well just swing the bat. It's in your hands. 1 ball, 1 strike. Only 1 hit in this inning thus far for the Vikings, but it was a big one. A bases clearing double. Plated 3 runs after the bases loaded without a ball put in play. Now Katz puts a charge into this one. Deep left field. This gets over Jensen's head. Anderson scores easily. Katz trots into second. 2 straight extra base hits. Ball gets away. Alicia backed it up at first base, but Justin Katz comes through with a big double. Just like that, 4 runs have come across the score. It's 7-5 Devils.
Just what the doctor ordered. The bats have come alive here in the 5th inning, and
no chances being taken by the Vikings. It looks like Charlie Miller is done on the mound. He will go to left field, and Bobby Jensen comes in to pitch. You think maybe Miller was kept in for 2 batters too long? Looked like he was running out of gas.
It's certainly possible, and, maybe that first one was just, the batter got him. But then that second one's like, the gases ran out. Charlie's going to move the first base here, and they're going to have their first baseman go to left field. Left fielder, Bobby Jensen.
The old trio. We'll have a quick break for the pitching change. When we come back, Vikings, we'll see if they can keep the rally going.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast
7-5, the Devils lead, slimming by the moment as Bobby Jensen comes in from left field to pitch, and he's got a tough task with the top of the order. Tate Barron coming in and looking at the first pitch he sees for strike 1. To recap this inning, 2 walks and a hit by pitch loaded the bases. Dylan Anderson cleared them with a double. Justin Katz brought him home with a double himself. Barons hits one. It goes off of Jensen to second. Lynn fields it off the ricochet. Now the runner breaks for home. The throw. It's off a coin's glove. Barron up to second. Excellent base running. Justin Katz. And the Devils' lead is down to 1. The tying run in scoring position.
This game is absolutely bananas. You would have never have seen the Devils, the way they were playing for 4 innings, kind of falter and just start making mistakes like this.
And to think, 5 runs with 2 outs.
There
is no quit in this Vikings team.
And we are only...
And all the momentum is in that third base dugout. Jensen comes set first pitch to Bennett. Conkey misses low.
And right now the Devils are saying, just please get us out of get us out of this inning.
All Jensen needs to do is make one pitch. So far, it's not coming out of left field. It's the third pitcher to go. Be a shame to see the performances of Quinn Rooney and Charlie Miller go for naught here.
And right now, Geneva, to put it lightly, has all the momentum right now. They are.
And you can hear it in that dugout, too. They are all on their feet. They're all cheering. They're ready. Conkey shows bunt, pulls back, but takes a strike.
Jensen just needs... You know, it wasn't a bad thing that the ball got put on the ground that last at bat. It just took an unfortunate ricochet off of his foot.
Hey, credit the Vikings. They noticed the run. Runner goes, stolen base, and a walk. Runners on the corners. The go-ahead run stands on first. Not something I think you or I expected to say coming into this inning.
No, because we had said, the Devils were sort of cruising. They were kind of coasting or hanging on by the defense. But all it took was just a couple of guys to get on base and then just pitching on low gas there. And the Vikings certainly made them pay for it. And they have a phenomenal chance right now to tie the game right here.
The Devils were leading 7-1 coming into this inning, and now their lead's hanging by a thread. Liam, I'm sorry I cut you off.
I mean, they're going to have a chance here to take the lead in this game.
Conkey takes off. Instead of going to second, a coin throws to third and forces Barron back. Stolen base for Bennett Conkey. Now Alex Abraham has both runners in scoring position. The go-ahead run now stands 180 feet away.
That's always risky if you want to throw down the third when you have a runner going the second.
I can understand the reasoning, though.
You can't.
Don't try to force the out, especially when you're hanging on by one run.
Because 99% of the time, that third baseman's not paying attention. I've been in that situation before, and it's just, it can ruin a ton.
The Devils started off this inning up 6 runs. Now they're down to the edge of their pitchforks. The 2-0 in the dirt. A coin blocked it with his glove, got away momentarily, but not too far for Barron to try and score. Slow roller down the third base side. He charges, throw to first just in time.
Wow.
Max Judge flashes the leather to keep the Devils' lead intact. A clutch play by the third baseman ends the inning, but not before the damage is done. Vikings plate 5. They still trail by 1, 7-6, with 2 frames left to play here at Village Green Field.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
It's a brand new ball game with 2 innings left to play. 7-6. Devils Baseball Club leads the Geneva Vikings as they're turning to their jack of all trades. Mason Breach takes over on the mound for Justin Katz, who put in 3 excellent innings. Katz does move over to third base.
Top of the 6 here. If you're the Devils, you just had probably one of your more disastrous innings of the summer. You know, if you're the coach, what do you tell your guys as you go into the top of the 6? Just got to forget about that one, or?
I think you just have to ask them to tell them short memory. And case in point, the pitcher who started that inning, Charlie Miller, is leading off. He got blown away by that Breach fastball.
Yeah, that's always Hinsdale needs to answer here. I know I say Devils, but I believe they're feedered into Hinsdale, so.
Well, they just go by Devils Baseball Club. They are based out of Hinsdale. You are correct.
And I have made that mistake. I kept calling Villa Park Warriors at Willowbrook, which is the feeder
kind of close in pronunciation. Miller slaps one down the right field line, but well foul. So, Liam, we've worked 3 games together now.
Correct.
One of them was Pirates Baseball of Chicago, and now Devils Baseball Club.
Correct.
I don't think I've ever worked a game where the first word of the team's name was the mascot. It's always something then mascot. As Miller strikes out, swinging
I think
there.
You're correct there.
It's just travel baseball is a little different. You know, teams are all independent. They're not always affiliated with a school or a brand or what have you. You can name it whatever you want, although it's usually not going to be something too out of the ordinary. As Braden Jurgensen swings and misses. I know for a fact because I saw someone at my old summer camp wearing this T-shirt, but there's a baseball team in D.C. area. They're called Win Within.
Win Within?
Win Within. Like a mantra.
Like a travel team of some sort?
The travel team is called Win Within Baseball.
That is very interesting.
There's that.
Could be
one of my friends from high school went on to play at IMG Academy and later RPI. He played for a team called Top Tier.
Yep, I've heard of them.
It's not always cut and dry. It's not your Chicago whatever or
your Amarillo Flying Poodles.
Sod Poodles.
Sod Poodles, the minor league team.
Shout out to the Amarillo Sod Poodles.
The Lehigh
Valley Iron Pigs. The Richmond Flying Squirrels.
Flying Squirrels.
You know, minor league baseball is just full of those.
And it should be.
That's what's fun about it. 2-2. That's right there. Breach with 2 strikeouts to start the top of this 6. That's exactly what the Vikings needed. You put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th, bring on a new arm to keep the momentum going.
We got 2 down now here.
Grayson Alicia stands in. More of the same. He comes up with nothing but air on that swing.
They have just not batted well, really, since that second inning. It's like they just have just lost complete focus here.
I think it's just discredit to the relievers that have come in. Let's not take anything away from Justin Katz and now Mason Breach.
Correct.
They've come in and they've dealt.
They have. My apologies. That is, it just seems like I just did not give them credit. But from an offensive standpoint, it just looks like Hinsdale just, you know.
A picture perfect changeup there. Breach ahead of yet another Devils hitter this inning, 1-2.
1-2 here and 2 outs and
pitch on its way. 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks. Mason Breach brings the heat. Now the Vikings have a chance to tie things up or even take their first lead when we come back for the bottom of the 6th here at the 12U WSBL Championship game.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics.
Bottom of the sixth inning, the Vikings have all the momentum right now. Mason Breach put up a 0 in emphatic fashion in the top of the sixth. Now it's up to his teammates to get something going in the bottom of this inning. He is set to bat as well, so he can help his own cause and lift the Vikings to a 12U AAA championship. Bobby Jensen fires ball 2. If you were turning this game on now and you didn't see the score bug, by the way you could hear these two teams, you'd think the Vikings were winning all along. In fact, I misspoke. Mason Breach is up right now, but all the energy can be found in that third base dugout.
Oh, absolutely, and it just seems like Devils have no idea how to respond to that last inning. Just kind of a disaster for them. They haven't had a great batting, offensive inning since about the second inning, but defensively that was just, not their day right there. And now it's going to be a 2-2 here.
Jensen came in and weathered the storm a bit last inning. He got a ground ball up the middle, just hit him on the leg. The 2-2. Line drive right at Judge at third. Reaction play takes away a surefire base hit. That's a momentum swinger right there if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and that's just a heads-up play there by Max Judge. Max, a.k.a. Aaron Judge, over at third base over there, wearing number 99.
Aaron Judge's number 1 stand, maybe.
I believe you're correct there.
Yeah, but those plays over at those hot corner plays, those big line drives, I remember when I was playing baseball, for me, those were the easiest because you just didn't think about it.
No, you just
react.
You react, and I got to play a little bit third base end of my senior year, and whenever certain pitchers pitched, and I loved it because I don't know why. I never liked the middle infield. Middle infield was not my thing.
The 1-0, that misses well wide. Nelson Wendell takes 2-0. There's quite a few coaches for this Vikings team. Nelson's dad is not one of them because he's the head coach at Geneva High School.
That's correct. You did mention that in the notes earlier.
3-0, that's wide. Wendell bolts down to first base on what would have been a wild pitch. That's the sign of a coach's son right there. Don't take anything for granted. Once that ball gets away, you get an extra 90 feet.
And you got to take it off, and I believe, what is the base path? It'd be 48-60, correct?
I believe so.
I believe so. I can't remember exactly.
I meant that more in a general sense, 90 feet, so I do apologize. The dimensions of this field are not big league dimensions because these are only 12-year-olds.
It's just been a long time since I've interacted or kind of been around like a 12U game where I know that.
This is my first 12U game ever. I got one on you. Runner on the move, throw down to second high.
Solid slide head first there.
Nelson Wendell has a stolen base. The tying run stands in scoring position. You can hear the Devils coaching staff. Any ball hit to the outfield, they're going home with it. The most important run is the tying run on base right now. Jensen fires, gets away from a coin. Wendell bolts to third. Tying run now stands 90 feet away. At this point, you'd think the infield would come in, and there we see the corners come in. Not too much, though. Jensen comes set, pitch on its way upstairs. Easy take for Luke Ignafo. Jensen ready, pitch on its way. That bounces in, gets away from McCoy. Wendell heads to the plate, throws late. This one's tied. The wild pitch puts Geneva on level footing for the first time since the first inning.
Let's talk.
A shot in the right field there, and that's going to put another runner on base here.
Now the go-ahead run stands on first base. It's been a complete 180. Now the head coach coming out to the mound. Looks like Bobby Jensen's day is done. Owen Sunderson takes over on the mound. He'll face the middle of this Geneva order when we come back here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Man, like, why weren't you checking the live chat? You gotta listen to it. I don't even know why this isn't working. Where's Audacity? We need a backup. You don't even have Audacity? What the hell is this? We have Audition, I guess. Shit. At least we got it. You've been recording this, right, Will?
Yeah.
Thank you. At least we get it in 1080. I mean, we got the footage and stuff, but... No, I can't even. Well, take the HDMI cord out for a sec. Just not my day. I don't know. You're still recording, right, Will?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Runner stands on second with one out. We apologize for any technical difficulties here at the 12U AAA WSBL championship game. The Vikings are knocking on the doorstep. Runner stands on second. They put up 5 in the last inning, won this inning, and they're on the verge of taking their first lead. Sunderson with the delivery. That pitch is right there. Pitch gets away from a coin. Easy steal for Luke Ignafo. The winning or go-ahead run, stands 90 feet away. Sunderson comes set. Pitch on its way. That's in there. Strike 3 called. Clutch pitch there, and the tying or the go-ahead run has to stand right where he stands on third.
There's the record button. You don't know what you're doing, you gotta call me.
Second and third, 2 outs. The Devils just 1 out away from stranding the go-ahead runners on base. That's a nice pitch right there from Sunderson.
And we have the go-ahead run here on third base here, along with to go up 1 with the runner on second. Ducks on the pond here for the Vikings with 2 outs.
Ben Peterson steps out. Sunderson ready. The pitch is fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Devils just 1 pitch away from keeping this game tied. Sunderson ready, the 2-2. Right there, strike 3. The Devils live on the edge, but get out of the inning still with the score tied. 1 more chance to get those runs back, though. The top of the 7th coming up in just a few moments on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world.
It's a brand new ball game here in the 7th. Devils 7, Vikings 7. As Quinn Rooney gets things started, he taps a ball off of his back leg to start off the final frame. If this score were to stay tied through 7, we would play extra innings with the California rules. Runner on second to start every inning, 1 out, 1-1 count to every batter. That only matters if this score stays tied, though, and as we've seen, Liam, both of these teams has the offense to get that final run.
They do indeed, and obviously we've seen the last couple of innings here. And Hinsdale excuse me, my goodness, Devils really held on here after that disastrous 5th inning there, giving up 5 runs. But, you know, at this point, it's the last inning. Anything can happen.
Pitch on its way, low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rooney. It's gut check time in both dugouts. You wanted a championship game. Remember, you've got one, and it's going to come down to the final inning. Hard grounder to the right side, sliding stop, throw to first in time. Tate Barron puts his body on the line to keep the leadoff runner off base.
And I do believe we have a new Geneva pitcher?
It's still Mason Breach.
Number 17?
Yes.
Okay.
Came in last inning, struck out all 3 batters he's faced. First batter of the inning was the first to put a ball in play against him.
That is true, because he did strike out the side, and he's pitched very well so far.
The 1-0. That's upstairs 2-0 against Owen Sunderson. He came in on the mound this past inning, and he's the reason the Vikings are not winning right now. May have made contact with that lively fastball, but it ends up in the catcher's glove, 2-1.
Still a huge opportunity for the Devils. They need to just put up 1 run here. And they have a 3-1 count here. They need a runner on because they're going to steal. We all know it. It's going to happen.
Brees comes set, glove at the letters. The 3-1, that's up high, ball 4. Owen Sunderson gets the job done on the mound, then goes into the batter's box and works his walk. The go-ahead run now stands on first base for the Devils. For the first time in this outing, Breach has to work from the stretch. Quick twitch to first. He almost caught Sunderson leaning, but he's able to dive back to first without a throw. 1 on, 1 out, 7-7 score in the top of the 7th of this 12U AAA championship game that has truly lived up to the billing. Sunderson on the run, pitches a strike, throw down to second, and they got him. What a throw to nail the go-ahead runner. Sunderson not happy about the call. He jogs back to the dugout in frustration as the second out.
That was a bang play there, and that just killed Devils' momentum.
This game has really come full circle. The defense is what caused the Devils to get up 7-1, and now it's keeping the game tied in the clutch moments. How about that for script writing?
It's something you don't expect there, and again, that was a bang play there at second base that could have gone either way, and it's not an easy call there necessarily for the base umpire here. You can tell Sunderson's very frustrated over there, but
pitch on its way, line drive to short right field. It gets over Barron at second. The throw to first base from right field just a shade late. Cam Lynn reaches with 2 outs, keeps this inning alive for the Devils. Heads up play, though, from Nolan Fink to try and nab the runner. Almost had him, too.
Almost had him, too, but he also threw it high, so if that at least if the catcher was behind, following behind, probably would have still kept the run at first.
Brees back to the stretch, throw over to first base. Lynn is back standing. Devils 7, Vikings 7, inning 7 of this championship game. The Devils were up 7-0 after 2, but since then it's been all Vikings.
Devils need to find a way to get the ball to the outfield here.
They've got the guy they need at the plate right now in Caden Acoin, already 2 for 3 with a grand slam and a single. 5 RBIs to his credit. That, of course, depends on how you score it. Pitch on its way. That's in there. Breach fires a strike, 1-1. Big lead off first. Lynn on the move. Fastball misses wide. Throw to second. He's safe. A bang play at the bag, and Lynn is in as the go-ahead run.
That was another bang play.
That throw was on the money, though, too. One of those, maybe it goes either way. But now Coyne has another runner in scoring position to work with. Pitch bounces into home, gets away from the catcher, throw down to third, it gets over the third baseman's head and into left field. Lynn scores easily. The Devils are back in front, 8-7.
Wow. When I meant get the ball to the outfield, I didn't mean make an error into the outfield. But
I don't think the Devils care. Their lead is back.
And Geneva right now just needs to settle down, get this last out. And you know what? Fight for every inch in the next half inning here.
Breach can go back to the windup. Pitch on its way to a Coyne, high ball 4. And you can see him pumping up his teammates in the dugout. The momentum has shifted from the third base side to the first base side. The Devils are in control. Now Max Judge takes a fastball, skips all the way to the backstop. A Coyne gets to second easily. Now another runner in scoring position with 2 away.
Geneva cannot afford to fall apart here. They need to hold on.
And an excellent move by the head coach to go out and just calm Breach down. 2 straight pitches got away from him. And now it's up to him to just keep his composure. I love this right here. Just to tell your pitcher, hey, you're good.
You're good. Just throw the ball. And the defense will make the play. You know.
I hate to quote Bull Durham here, but baseball is a simple game.
I mean, it is. I mean, without question. You know, or the quote, Benny Rodriguez, it's baseball. You got to have fun.
Exactly. There's a reason the umpire says play ball at the beginning of the game, not work ball.
That would be correct.
Magic words right there. Mason Breach brought everything on that pitch. A strike on the outside corner. Breach takes a long look at a Coyne at second. Took a big secondary lead there on a fastball that missed wide. 3-1 to Max Judge. Judge takes a huge hack and knocks it onto the field behind us in foul grounds. There were some kickball games going on there earlier today. Fortunately, no one's there to potentially get hurt. Of course, it's now 10:08 at night. Not too much of a worry nowadays, or at this point.
No, not at all.
Breach ready. The 2-2. Just a bit low. Judge works the count full just like his all-star counterpart and number part on multiple occasions. A Coyne stands off second base, the payoff pitch. Line drive, center field. This gets off the wall.
What a rocket.
A Coyne around third. He scores easily. Judge into second. The throw is in time. Max Judge, an RBI single. The run counts, and it's 9-7 Devils. They've got their lead right back, and they're 3 outs away from a 12U AAA WSBL championship.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Bottom of the 7th, it all comes down to this. Devils 9, Vikings 7. Aaron Mason Cup starts things off. He's behind 0-2.
They really need to dig deep here. You know, they had a bad last half inning.
The 0-2 right there, strike 3, nothing Mason Cup could do. 2 more outs separate the Devils from a 12U AAA championship.
Need to dig deep here. You know, put a little steel in your spine and not get hit in the spine. That's not what I meant, but
I think Dylan Anderson may have taken what you said literally.
Yeah, Dylan, don't do that, please. It actually hurts.
1-1 as he chased the fastball. Give a lot of credit to Owen Sunderson. He came in a tough spot on the mound. Go-ahead runners on base, and he kept the Vikings from taking the lead. And he had to make some clutch pitches to do it, too. He wasn't being given anything.
And he, from, I guess, a mental standpoint, he was upset at that close call at second base there as a base runner, too. And I know he's very visibly upset, but you know what? Coach said you got to
shake it off.
Shake it off and go strike these guys out. We'll get you. And right now, they are absolutely on pace to do that.
He has Anderson 2-1. 2 more outs for the Vikings to work with. Ball 4. So the go-ahead run moves into the on-deck circle. Tying run stands on base, and it's someone who already has an extra base hit today, Justin Katz.
Justin Katz has probably been the MVP of the Vikings so far.
Probably, I think you can say definitely. Mason Breach coming in a close second, though.
Yes, both of them pitching, and it just stinks that there's a pitch count.
First pitch Katz sees, he takes down low. Anderson has some wheels on second base. He got up to second on that double, and he hit that ball not too well. Say at maybe 14U high school ball, that's an easy fly out. Two balls, no strikes to Katz. Anderson takes a big lead off first. The 2-0, that's right there. Anderson readies the 2-1, that's upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. The Vikings just a pitch away from getting their tying run on base. 3-1, upstairs, ball 4. Justin Katz fired up, running down the first baseline. He did just that. He keeps the line moving, and now it's the top of the order. Tate Barron coming to bat, but not before Caden Aucoin comes to the mound and has a chat with Sunderson.
Now you can hear the third base bench over there. We don't need a home run.
Their heads are in the game over there.
Well, home run would be nice. No one's going to argue that, but they just Red Devils have to play very smart defense here, without question. Not force anything. You've got 3 different options to get an out here. You don't have to overdo it.
Barron has had a good game thus far, 2 for 3 to speak of. Before he sees a pitch from Sunderson, he steps off. Justin Katz on first, Dylan Anderson on second, 9-7. Devils lead the Vikings, but the 2 tying runs are on base. Barron shows bunt, gets it down in front of Aucoin. The throw to first, in time!
Just barely got that one.
The first base coach is arguing that the first baseman, Charlie Miller, came off the bag. You can hear the shouts from the Vikings fans / parents in attendance. And the first base coach is irate.
No, that home play.
Tate Barron has not left first base just yet. And now the umpires are going to confer. We'll see if this call stands.
We don't have instant replay, folks.
Looks like the call is going to stand. Tate Barron gets credit for a sacrifice bunt. However, at what cost? 2 runners stand in scoring position, 2 down, the go-ahead run. Bennett Conkey stands in.
He just needs to put the ball in the outfield. That's going to score 2.
Couple
Vikings fan.
Bronx cheers from the Vikings coaching staff before, though, however. But now we're just about ready for what looks to be a thrilling finish. It's Devils Baseball Club 9, Geneva Vikings 7. 2 on, 2 out, go-ahead run at the plate. A home run wins it. What else could you ask for in a championship game?
You can. This is where...
Maybe ice cream.
Ice cream does sound great, but this is where, champions are made of. I know they're young kids, but this is where we're going to find out.
Hey, you got to learn them young, right?
You do have to learn them young. This is where we're going to find out. This is adversity for the Devils. This is adversity for Sunderson. How are you going to handle the mental pressure with runners on the...
Well, I know Sunderson right now faced it by pumping a fastball right by Conkey. It's a cruel thing about baseball. One person's success is another person's failure. But it's also something that makes the game beautiful. The 1-1 gets away from a coin.
Oh, no, he's
Anderson breaks to the plate. The throw. It's not in time.
Oh, he called
Anderson slid underneath the tag. Sunderson is in shock. But the Vikings score a run. Anderson takes the run. Cats up to third. 9-8.
The base ump can't necessarily explain why the home plate umpire might have called him save.
I mean, the home plate umpire had the best view of it from anyone on the field. I'm sure a berm full of umpires may disagree, but it's not for them to say. In the meantime, though, it's 9-8, 2-1 count to Conkey. Tying run stands 90 feet away. First base coach is
Sunderson just needs
telling his players to just stop talking, let the game happen. The 2-1 fly ball to left field, but out of play comfortably. Vikings down to their final strike. We'll see if Sunderson can buckle down and make that final pitch.
The Vikings may have disagreed with that call at first base, but hey, they might have gotten the benefit of the call at that home plate right there. So they're not really good.
That's all speculation, though.
And it is pure speculation.
The 2-2, up high, easy take. Conkey let that one sail by. A walk wouldn't hurt the Devils here, though. Payoff pitch, grounder to third. Judge fields it on 2 hops. Throw to first. It's in time! And the Devils Baseball Club are the 12U AAA WSBL champions.
Wow. What a championship game we just witnessed.
For those of you watching on SBS, you were given a treat. This was an excellent game. Both teams should hang their heads high.
It is. That's baseball in July in Illinois at its finest. The Vikings looked like they were out of that game for a long time, and in the 5th inning, they just have a big-time miracle happen, and they fought, tied the game up, unfortunately faltered, fought again, and then just third baseman makes a heck of a play there at the end of the game. I really enjoyed calling this game, I'm not going to lie.
Hey, Liam, I enjoyed calling it with you. It was a beauty. Devils 9, Vikings 8, and the Devils have won the AAA 12U division of the Western Suburban Baseball League. For our cameraman, Will Murphy, the CEO of Sports Broadcast Solutions, Kyle Smith. For my color commentator, Liam Crotty, my name is Ryan Zimmerman. Thank you so much for watching. We'll just take a quick break, but when we return, the post-game interviews. So stay tuned.